Welcome back to the deep dive. If you've ever felt that relentless pressure on the business process outsourcing industry, rising labor costs, high employee turnover, that constant demand for more, for less, well, it's an industry just ripe for disruption.
Absolutely. It's a tough spot.
And what's coming next isn't just like a quick fix from AI. We're talking a complete structural transformation here.
That's the key point, yeah.
Today, we are absolutely plunging headfirst into how artificial intelligence is not merely assisting, but fundamentally revolutionizing enterprise operations,
Yeah.
especially within BPO.
hmm
We're going to really unpack these powerful concepts of autonomous process automation and, well, this new dynamic breed of AI we call agentic AI.
That's right. Our deep dive today is really all about exploring how these no-code agentic AI platforms are just turning BPO on its head.
Okay.
We're going to shine a light on some truly high-impact use cases, things that are not just driving innovation, but, paving the way for what we see as smarter, faster enterprise success.
Right.
It's about moving beyond the theory to what's actually working, on the ground.
Exactly. And for all you AI enthusiasts listening, the ones who love seeing AI move beyond the lab and into the real world, well, this is where it gets exciting.
Yeah, this is the good stuff.
We're focusing on the practical, real-world deployment of these digital workers. Think less sci-fi, more how is this actually solving complex business problems today?
Precisely.
So, okay, let's unpack this. When we talk about this next generation of AI, what's fundamentally different from what businesses have been doing with automation for years, specifically with traditional robotic process automation, RPA?
Right.
What's the leap here? What makes agentic AI different?
Yeah, that's a great question. And what's truly fascinating here is the core difference in how they, think, you could say.
Okay.
Traditional RPA, it's built on rigid, predefined rules. Imagine programming a robot to follow a precise script. If step A happens, then do step B.
Very linear.
Exactly. If anything deviates, even slightly,
Wow.
the whole process just breaks. It's fantastic for predictable high-volume tasks, don't get me wrong.
Sure, it has its place.
But agentic AI, on the other hand, combines what we call reasoning and action. It can understand context, it can adapt to dynamic processes, and it can even make decisions based on its environment, much like a human would.
Ah, so it's more flexible.
Way more flexible.
Yeah.
And for any AI enthusiast, this is the crucial distinction. It's not just following steps, it's understanding why it's doing something and adjusting on the fly.
Right.
This adaptive intelligence, that's critical for handling the unpredictable, sometimes messy reality of real-world business operations.
So intelligence and adaptability, that sounds incredibly powerful. What are the core capabilities that enable this kind of intelligent adaptation in these new AI platforms? What makes them tick?
Well, a major game changer for enterprise adoption is the no-code interface.
Okay, no code. Why is that so important?
This is huge because it means non-technical teams, the business users themselves, not just the IT folks, they can actually design and deploy these AI agents.
Democratizing it, basically.
Exactly. This drastically reduces dependency on IT. It empowers the lines of business to innovate directly. And frankly, it makes AI accessible across the entire organization. It's a big win.
Okay.
And it's not just about accessibility. Security is absolutely paramount, right? Which brings us to privacy-first design.
Always critical with enterprise data.
Absolutely non-negotiable. These platforms are built to operate within your existing client infrastructure, your sensitive data. It never leaves your environment.
Okay, that's reassuring.
It stays precisely where it should be. That's fundamental for compliance and, just basic trust.
So data stays put, business users can build. What about connecting to everything that's already in place? I mean, most enterprises aren't starting from a blank slate.
That's a really important point, and that's precisely where seamless integration comes in. These AI agents, they aren't isolated islands.
Right.
They connect effortlessly with existing APIs, those crucial legacy systems many companies still rely heavily on, and all sorts of databases. They basically become a natural extension of your existing digital fabric, not something just bolted on the side.
Okay, that makes sense. It has to fit in.
And for the AI enthusiasts listening, you'll probably appreciate the scalable architecture under the hood.
Ah, tell me more.
These platforms support private large language models, or LLMs. Think of them as the AI's advanced brain for understanding human language and context.
Okay.
And these are paired with vector databases. These databases are like lightning-fast memory banks, allowing the AI to instantly recall and apply vast amounts of context-specific information.
So smart and fast recall.
Exactly. This combination makes their decisions incredibly precise and relevant, and it ensures the AI can truly scale with the enterprise's growing needs.
Got it.
And finally, there's observability. This isn't just about deploying AI and, crossing your fingers.
Right, you need to know what's happening.
Precisely.
Yeah.
You get real-time insights, like a mission control dashboard for your digital workforce. Tools like OpenSearch, Prometheus, Grafana, they provide crystal clear visibility.
So you can see performance.
Exactly. You see what your AI agents are doing, how efficiently they're performing, and crucially, where any bottlenecks might be occurring. It's about having complete control and understanding of your automated processes.
That's a really comprehensive set of features. But, for the executives listening, for the broader enterprise, what's the so what here? How do these capabilities translate into tangible strategic benefits?
Yeah, the bottom line, if we connect this to the bigger picture, these features directly translate into some pretty profound strategic benefits.
Like what?
Well, for enterprises, it means significantly reducing operational costs. You're automating repetitive, high-volume tasks that previously soaked up expensive human labor.
Makes sense.
It also dramatically improves response times across the board, customer service, internal processes, everything. And that has a direct, immediate impact on customer satisfaction and loyalty.
Right, faster is usually better for the customer.
Definitely. And ultimately, by becoming smarter and faster at your core operations, it significantly enhances the overall competitiveness of the enterprise in what's often a rapidly evolving, sometimes disruptive market.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting, I think. Theory is one thing, but how is this actually playing out in the real world? Let's dig into some specific, tangible ways these agentic AI workers are being deployed right now.
Good.
Starting with one of the most common pain points, customer query resolution. Every single day, businesses are just, overwhelmed by the sheer volume and repetitive nature of customer inquiries. Emails, chats, calls.
Oh, yeah, it's a flood.
It's a massive burden on human agents, right? It leads to burnout, long wait times.
It really does. And this is a prime example of where AI agents just excel. They can intelligently handle a vast percentage of these common inquiries.
Okay.
And they integrate directly with your CRM systems, your customer relationship management software like Salesforce, for example, where all customer data lives. We're seeing reported impacts like a 60% reduction in resolution time.
60%, that's huge.
It is. But it's not just about the speed, it's about the strategic redeployment of people. A 60% reduction means your human agents are no longer buried under those simple repetitive queries.
They can do more complex work.
Exactly. They're freed up to tackle the truly complex, maybe emotionally charged cases that actually build genuine customer loyalty. That's the real leverage here, elevating human work, not just replacing it.
That's a great point. Okay, moving beyond external interactions, let's talk about an internal process that's a silent drain. Manual invoice processing.
Yes.
We've all seen finance departments buried under paper or endless email attachments, the errors, the delays. It's a huge headache. How does agentic AI step into that chaos?
Yeah, for anyone who's ever tried to manually reconcile like a dozen different invoices, the thought of an AI tackling that doubly brings a tear to their eye.
I can imagine.
AI agents tackle this head on. They use OCR, optical character recognition, to read the invoices, and NLP, natural language processing, to understand and accurately extract the data.
Okay.
They then validate that data against purchase orders and then seamlessly update your ERP systems, your enterprise resource planning software, the company's operational nerve center.
And the impact.
The efficiency gains are truly massive. We're talking like a 70% cut in processing time and an impressive 90% reduction in errors. Think about the accuracy and cost savings that unlocks. It's substantial.
90% fewer errors, wow. Okay, and thinking about new hires, anyone who's been onboarded knows how time-consuming and maybe fragmented that process can be. Sometimes leaves you feeling a bit lost.
For sure. It sets the tone.
How does AI transform employee onboarding?
Well, reducing onboarding time by 50% isn't just about efficiency, though that's great. It means new hires feel immediately supported and valued.
Right, better first impression.
Leads to higher engagement, better retention, right from day one. AI automates a lot of that initial heavy lifting. Agents can generate personalized onboarding schedules, answer common questions about policies or benefits.
FAQs, basically.
Yeah, the common stuff. And they can even manage secure access provisioning by integrating with HR platforms like ServiceNow. So new hires become productive much faster and feel part of the team quicker.
Makes sense. And it's not just external customers feeling the pressure, internal teams too. The IT help desk, for instance, often swamped with the same repetitive tickets day in, day out. password resets.
Oh, the classic password reset ticket. It's a universal pain point.
Hmm.
AI agents can act as that first line of defense, like an incredibly efficient virtual IT assistant.
Okay.
They can triage incoming tickets, understand the problem using NLP, and often resolve common issues directly without any human intervention. We're seeing resolution times cut by around 65%.
65% faster.
Yeah. And these agents can even connect to ITSM tools, IT service management tools for automated diagnostics. And if it's a truly complex issue, they intelligently escalate it to the right human expert.
So IT pros can focus on bigger problems.
Exactly. More strategic initiatives, not just firefighting the basics.
Okay, another area, customer feedback. It's gold, right? But sifting through vast amounts of surveys, social media, reviews, it's a monumental task. You can just drown in data.
You really can. And this is where those NLP-powered agents really shine. They can analyze huge volumes of customer feedback from all these different sources.
What do they find?
Trends, sentiment, key themes. And they do it in near real time. This cuts analysis time by like an astonishing 80%.
80%.
Yeah. Imagine visualizing these insights instantly on dashboards like Grafana. You get immediate, actionable understanding of what your customers are actually saying. It transforms raw data into strategic intelligence fast.
Incredible. Okay, for the insurance sector, claims processing, core function, incredibly complex, highly sensitive, accuracy and speed are paramount.
Absolutely. Errors there are costly, reputationally and financially.
So how does AI help?
AI agents can streamline this significantly. They validate claims against policy data, check for completeness, for accuracy. They make sure all the necessary info is present and correct.
Catching errors early.
Exactly. They flag discrepancies, and they accelerate the entire processing workflow by up to 70%,
70% faster claims.
which not only improves efficiency but also enhances compliance and seriously reduces the risk of fraudulent claims. It protects the business.
Makes sense. What about the intricate dance of order management? From clicking buy to getting the package.
Yeah, that whole fulfillment chain.
Yeah.
AI agents are excellent orchestrators here. They can manage and automate entire order workflows right from receipt to dispatch.
How?
By integrating seamlessly with e-commerce platforms, logistics APIs for real-time updates, inventory management, the whole 9 yards. This can improve order accuracy by, get this, 95%.
95% accuracy. Wow.
Yeah. Drastically reducing errors, speeding up delivery times, and ultimately boosting customer satisfaction with their purchase experience. Happy customers come back.
Absolutely. Okay, compliance. Non-negotiable for any enterprise, especially in regulated industries. Staying on top of it in real time is tough. The stakes are so high.
They really are. Huge fines, reputational damage. AI agents can act as AI can optimize workforce schedules based on projected demand, employee availability, skills, and those strict SLAs, service level agreements, the performance targets. This leads to about a 60% improvement in efficiency.
60% more efficient scheduling.
Yeah. They can integrate with existing HR systems to automate the whole scheduling process, ensuring you have optimal staffing levels at all times. No more chronic understaffing or overstaffing.
Right. Finally, with all this automation happening, how do you track the real success, the impact of these AI deployments? What about performance analytics?
Good question. This is where those observability tools we talked about earlier really shine. They track key performance indicators, KPIs, for all the AI agents.
Giving you a clear picture.
Totally clear, transparent picture of their impact. We're talking about maybe a 40% improvement in overall performance monitoring capability. You can configure dashboards to provide actionable insights into both agent performance and the client metrics they affect. This ensures continuous optimization and, crucially, demonstrates the ROI. It's about knowing your digital workforce is delivering value.
Okay, so bringing it all together then. What does this all mean for you, the listener, if you're looking at enterprise AI? Beyond the individual use cases, what are the overarching strategic benefits for executives, for the broader enterprise considering this?
Yeah, the big picture benefits are truly profound, I think. Firstly, there's significant cost efficiency, obvious one maybe, but automating these repetitive tasks directly reduces labor costs, operational overhead, frees up budget.
Right, frees up resources.
Exactly. Secondly, scalability is huge. These platforms let you support rapid business growth without needing proportional increases in human headcount. That's critical flexibility in today's markets.
Grow without just hiring endlessly.
Precisely. Then we have improved customer satisfaction. We touched on this, but faster responses, more accurate processing, enhanced service quality. It leads directly to happier customers, stronger loyalty.
Always a goal?
Always. Then compliance and security, also critical. These systems ensure data privacy, adherence to regulations, fundamentally mitigating risk across the board.
Peace of mind again.
Yeah. And finally, maybe a bit softer, but still important, by adopting this technology, organizations establish themselves as genuine innovation leaders in digital transformation. It gives them a significant competitive edge, shows their forward thinking.
Okay, so if an enterprise is listening and thinking, all right, I'm ready, I want to embark on this journey, what does a practical implementation roadmap look like? How do they actually get started?
It's usually a phased approach, not a big bang. It starts with a thorough assessment.
Finding the right starting point.
Exactly. Identifying those high-impact processes that are ripe for automation, like those high-volume customer support queries or the error-prone invoice processing we discussed. Find the pain points with the biggest potential ROI.
Makes sense. Then what?
Next is deployment. Actually configuring those AI agents, leveraging those intuitive no-code interfaces we mentioned, making it real.
Okay.
Then comes crucial integration. Connecting the agents seamlessly to your existing systems, CRM, ERP, databases via APIs, or maybe single sign-on. Make them part of the workflow.
Good.
Once they're deployed, consistent monitoring is vital. Using those observability tools, Prometheus, Grafana, etc., to continuously track performance, see what's working, and refine the agents.
Optimize.
Continuous optimization, exactly.
Good.
And finally, scaling. Expanding the automation to additional processes across the enterprise as you see those initial successes, and build confidence, build internal expertise. It's a journey.
A journey, yeah. Well, what an incredible deep dive into the power of autonomous process automation with no-code agentic AI. It's absolutely clear how this is transforming BPO operations, driving phenomenal efficiency, boosting scalability, and truly elevating customer satisfaction. The impact is just undeniable, and it's happening right now.
It really is. And, if we connect this to the bigger picture, thinking beyond just today's tasks,
Yeah.
this isn't just about automating individual processes.
Right.
It really raises a fundamental question about how these digital workers will reshape the entire landscape of human-computer interaction within the enterprise.
Oh, so?
Well, it prompts us to consider what new opportunities this opens up for innovation and efficiency that, frankly, we probably can't even fully predict yet. Maybe entirely new business models, maybe completely new kinds of human roles focused on managing and collaborating with these AI agents. It's really a whole new frontier of how businesses will operate in the future.
A whole new frontier. Absolutely. The potential is vast and, frankly, pretty exhilarating. We definitely encourage you, our listeners, to keep exploring this fascinating world of enterprise AI automation and its immense potential for your own organization. Join us next time for another deep dive.